That's what Paul says. And I love it in verse 24. Even us whom he called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. And so as we recognize, he said, these vessels of mercy, they include us. And this act is not just for the Jews only, but this act is for the Gentiles, this showing of mercy. Now, as he goes on, he's going to talk about the same Hosea who said in chapter 11, verse 1, when Israel was a child, I called him out of Egypt, I called my son. And I think it's important. We'll look at that in just a moment. But what we see is this. In Hosea 11, the same Hosea that said that, I'm called Israel, Israel is my son, also spoke in Hosea 2, verse 23. He spoke of God saying what? This people, Gentiles, who were considered not his people, would now be called his people and be called beloved. And on top of that, this people would also be called the sons of the living God. And that is just absolutely incredible to see just how the Lord begins to do that. Now, just like Israel called his son Israel, his firstborn, that was in Exodus 4:22. The firstborn Israel, although he has many in number, and this is what we're going to see in verse 27, although the number of the children of Israel, like the sands of the sea, although they had a lot of people, what we see is this. They had a large number, but a large number of people did not accept the revelation. They said, I got another path, I want to do that. And so through that, now we begin to see that God offers his kindness so that with Israel, there's only a few that accept it, so there's only a few that were saved. But God in his mercy and his kindness, and what I love about this, he's left us a seed. And within that seed, then we begin to recognize why it is that why Israel, why the Gentiles were included, and why the Gentiles are coming in, and they're being called sons now, and they're being called his children, and they're, literally being accepted by God. But Israel as a whole, not, the larger number, not the seed, he always has this remnant, but that larger number at this point is rejecting the ministry of Jesus Christ, the revelation of who he is.